Hey everyone, Ken here with NiFTy. Today we are going to give an app update and talk about actually the technology that we're going to use for the app, choosing between a PWA, which is a progressive web app, not in a political sense, but that's just what they call it, or a native app using the scripting languages for the different mobile app phones, platforms, or semi-native using other JavaScript-based languages. So let's get into it. Okay, so as mentioned in previous videos, my partner and I did make a mobile app, and we used a JavaScript framework package called Meteor, which you could use to do both a web app and the mobile app. That's what's known as a semi-native technology. So you're using some JavaScript and then you hook into some native phone stuff. This time around, we did look at that, and a pure native app using the scripting languages for the mobile phone platforms, or something called a PWA, which wasn't really as prevalent when we started the first time. So let's get into it here. Okay, so before choosing anything, first of all, you have to kind of think of what your goals are. The first time around, we made a bunch of mistakes and took too long, went down too many rabbit holes. So we're trying to avoid that this time. So we are going for fast development, actually easier development. I should have put that in there. We want to really go for an MVP, which is the basic functionality of our app that might not have everything. We made that mistake last time trying to make the full boat app. And then what we do want, though, is something that's scalable, meaning that if things take off and we need to make this into a large-scale, full production app, then what we have is a basis that can grow. So those are kind of the things we were looking at. None of this really matters. You know, the question of who cares, users don't care. They could give a crap. They see an icon on their phone, they click it, and they're using the app. They don't care. Us as developers of the app, we care just in terms of our resources and costs and the like. So let's get into PWA. Stands for Progressive Web App. Like I said, the basic gist is you're using web technologies that are in browsers, and you're accessing that technology through APIs on your app. And the cool thing, I think, is that it's going to work very well both as a regular web app and then also the mobile app, which is basically the web app, but it looks mobile. So that's PWA. The other one as mentioned is pure native app. So depending on what platform you're making it on, if you're making a pure native app for the iPhone and then also an Android phone, you have to use the scripting language that those phones use if you want to go that route. Semi-native, you would use a JavaScript platform. I mentioned Meteor before, React. Those are some examples. So let's take a look at the pros and cons of using these two. And again, this all depends on what your goals are and the resources you have, both financial and technology wise. But real quick for us, and you'll probably, after going through this, guess which one we chose. In terms of speed of development, we want fast. So I think the PWA is simpler and faster to get our MVP out. So for us, that's a winner. In terms of complexity, we just want a very a simple functionality. I think one thing I didn't get into was here we go, capabilities. So the one thing about a PWA is that it's more of a web-based thing, so it doesn't connect specifically into the phone functionality, which a native app can do. So that would be like notifications on the front of your screen, potentially. I think there's ways around all this stuff, but you're not integrated into all the full functions that are inherent in the phone itself. But we don't care about that right now. We also do want a website, because when people are going to be minting NFTs on our platform, or otherwise there's large files, or people still use computers or iPads or what have you. We want a web version to be running, and we want it to be exactly the same as the mobile version. And then cost, Really, we think the PWA is going to be cheaper because it's going to be faster and simpler versus having a separate web site and then a separate native mobile app, and then for 2 platforms. So if you take a look at all of these things, we've decided this time to go with a PWA. We're going to get out there, get the basics out there, and build from there. So really, that's it for today. Trying to keep these things short. We are going with a PWA. We'll see how it goes. You'll see along with us. If you are into this type of topic, also I'm going to be adding interviews of people, creators in NFTs and the like. Please think about subscribing. Would appreciate it. You can also hit the notification button, so when I upload new videos, you'll be notified. And we're looking forward to having you come along with us on this journey. And as always, stay nifty. All right. See you later.